Luke 18. Well, Jesus tells a parable here where the hero is a tax collector. People who are famous for being dishonest and who were hated and despised by everyone. The tax collector, standing afar off, would not lift up so much as his eyes to heaven, but he struck on his breast, saying, God, be merciful to me, a sinner, or the sinner. Jesus said, I say to you, this man went home rendered righteous rather than the other. For everyone that exalts himself shall be humbled, but he that humbles himself shall be exalted. One simple point is that God is friends with people who have very few human friends or who are despised. People like the tax collector, the convicted murderer, or the pedophile serving a life sentence, the woman who can't get on with anyone, the man who's always misunderstood. They too can come very close to God. But I want to ask us the question, can you lift up your eyes to the sky and pray to God? Jesus did, and he's recorded as doing so. There was no moral barrier between God and himself on earth, because he never sinned. But can we do that? Well, this sinful tax collector felt that he couldn't do that, and yet he's commended for that attitude. And yet the self-righteous Pharisee is condemned for being so sure of himself. But David talks of lifting up his hands and his face to God, and of God lifting up his face to David. So there's the question to debate within your own conscience. On one hand, you're a serious sinner. We are all ashamed before God. But on the other hand, we have been forgiven. That tax collector went down to his house justified, counted righteous, right with God. So why should he not lift up his face to God? If we've been really forgiven, if we feel that forgiveness, that everything is now all right, then we will feel that same rightness with God. And in the end, we are promised that we shall see God's face.